The building across the street from the White House, called the Blair House, has a long and storied history.
Every room in Blair House has a special story behind it. I believe that most people would say that the Lincoln Room, the Lincoln Study off the main front hall, is probably the most historic room in the house, primarily because President Lincoln spent a lot of time there conferring with the Blair family.
The Blair House became the center of politics in the early 1800s, when President Andrew Jackson invited Circuit Court Clerk Francis Preston Blair to convert the local newspaper, The Globe, into the first pro-government publication. A few years later, Blair and his family moved into the house that still has his name today.
He was an excellent editor, and his astute editorials and the success of the paper made him a very well-known political confidant and advisor to the president. That made the house famous and brought many political people here to discuss and meet with Blair.
But it wasn't until the 1940s that Blair House became the president's official guest house.
Winston Churchill would come frequently during World War II, spend the night at the White House. And he woke up in the middle of the night one night and went looking for the president in his bathrobe with his cigar, and Eleanor ran into him in an upstairs hallway and said, Mr. Prime Minister, don't you think it could wait till morning? I'm sure the following morning she urged her husband to look at the Blair House across the street. It's for sale. You know, maybe it would make a much better guest house than here, so you can get your rest.
Since then, many significant political events and meetings took place here.
I think most importantly, the decision to enter the Korean War was made at this table and chairs.
With over 120 rooms, Blair House is no ordinary guest house. Each room is decorated with furniture that belonged to the Blair family, as well as antiques, artworks, historical artifacts, and gifts from the guests who stayed here. As a sign of hospitality, the Blair House replaces the American flag with the guest country's flag for the duration of their stay. Apart from international guests, the Blair House also hosts the president-elect the morning before the inauguration. Then the new president starts a guest book for the incoming administration, a tradition started by President Jimmy Carter in 1977. Milena Georgievska, VOA Macedonian, Washington.